Hello everyone, welcome to the fifth session of Chinese Basics. This session would be a continuation of session 4 on Chinese characters. In our previous session, we ended with this slide saying that one's dialect does not determine which script someone uses to write. It depends on their native region. A Mandarin speaker may choose to write in traditional or simplified depending on whether they are from China, Singapore, Malaysia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, or Macau. This goes the same with Cantonese speaker. A Cantonese speaker can choose to write in simplified or traditional depending on the country they are from. Hokkien speaker can also choose to write simplified or traditional depending on the country they are from. This is a summary slide showing that regardless of the dialect, they can choose to write in simplified or traditional depending on 1. The country they are from, or 2. The country their audience are from. In session 2, we've learned that despite the large differences among Chinese dialects, there is one thing in common. They all share the same writing system. The same Chinese character is pronounced differently depending on which dialect one speaks. However, in this session, we've discussed that there are two kinds of Chinese characters. One is simplified and the other one is traditional. So now, we wonder who writes simplified and who writes traditional. Well, our previous slide says that it depends on the country they come from. So a Mandarin speaker, Cantonese speaker, Hokkien speaker, coming from a country using simplified, they write the same simplified Chinese character. While a Mandarin speaker, Cantonese speaker, Hokkien speaker, coming from a country using traditional, they would write the same traditional character. Now, one may ask, how does a Mandarin speaker pronounce the simplified Chinese character and the traditional Chinese character? Same thing with the Cantonese and Hokkien. The answer is, the simplified and traditional are pronounced the same way in Mandarin. The Cantonese would also pronounce the simplified and traditional the same way, as well as Hokkien would pronounce the simplified and traditional the same way. Let's now try some examples. I have a traffic sign and also a signage that you would usually see in Chinese-speaking countries. Now let's find out how they are pronounced in Mandarin, Cantonese, and Hokkien. Our first example is a common traffic sign, which means yield. The top picture is written in simplified, while the bottom picture is written in traditional. In Mandarin, both of these would be pronounced as rang, rang. In Cantonese, the simplified and traditional are pronounced the same way, and this is how it sounds.
Yeah.
In Hokkien, the simplified and traditional are pronounced as new, new. Our second example is a common signage that you'll see in a Chinese-speaking country, which in English means welcome. In Mandarin, the simplified and traditional are pronounced as 欢迎光临, 欢迎光临. In Cantonese, it would be pronounced as
歡迎光臨，歡迎光臨。
In Hokkien, it would be pronounced as 歡迎光臨，歡迎光臨. Thank you for watching. This ends the Chinese characters session. Kindly stay tuned for more Chinese basics coming up. Once again, thank you and have a nice day. Bye.